Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai 922 yet again. Just did Bleach and One Piece, that's how it's gonna go. One video for both series. Two chapter reviews for one video. But, moving on. Ushio to Tora. This was, I believe, episode 8. This was actually kind of interesting. We got, basically, they're on their way to Hokkaido. And we get this demon that's in the sky. He's kind of very freaky looking. He's like this green blob. And there's a story behind it. There's this girl, basically her father, who was an airline pilot, his plane was shot down by another jet fighter pilot. But that's not the whole story. This monster that attacked him, which was this green blob thing called a Fusuma, I believe. And it's very creepy looking, very like, whoa. He's very scary looking, his face and shit. And basically the story behind it is, it lives in the sky, and occasionally, where I guess airplanes or helicopters pass by, it'll come down and eat humans. That's basically the whole story. And supposedly its greatest weakness is fire. So that's the way to kill it. But that story basically looms in the beginning of the episode about this girl and her father being killed. And this guy who was the jet pilot is getting hatred from you because she feels it's his fault that her father died. And Tora in this episode was so ridiculous. He's like, oh, it's an airplane. He's like jumping up and down because he's going on an airplane. But he basically explains to Ushio about the monster and what the story is. So in order to kill it, you have to kill it with lots of fire. So Tora basically, he won't be able to help Ushio greatly during this fight, because the only thing he can shoot out is lightning. He does kind of shoot out fire, but it's not at the same volume as he does with the lightning. So what ends on happening is, he only hits the monster like a few times with the fire, not all the time. And basically the monster attacks them, the ship, their airplane. And it's big. It's a big fucking green blob monster. And unlike the other instances where Ushio and Tora were fighting a monster, a yokai, this time around Tora was the one really fighting it for majority of the episode, because they're in an airplane and like you can't just go out in an airplane. It's kind of dangerous and shit. But that's basically what transpires. And it gets attacked, and the guy who was being blamed by jet pilot, he steers the ship while they're trying to fight and destroy this creature. They get an interesting tidbit from the creature, the Fusuma, about something that's going to come, saying it's on its way. He's on his way. That he didn't want to have to get killed by him. Eventually what happens is they get after Ushio stabs the creature, stabs Fusuma with his beast spear, it becomes visible. And that's when, on the radar, because they call the jet pilots, the GSDF, I think it's called, to come in and destroy it, and they can't because it doesn't show up on radar. After they stab it, it shows up on radar. They come in to blow it up with the missiles, because that would be fine. And it just burns in the whole head. The creature. It's like, the best way to describe it is like, I don't want to make this reference, Slimer. I'm not going to say Slimer from Ghostbusters, but it's that kind of a texture. It's very good. He's got a very slimy, gooey texture. So the only thing that can really destroy him is fire to incinerate him. If you just attack him, you're gonna get stuck and shit. So that's basically what ends up happening, and they eventually kill it. Find out this tidbit later on at the end of the episode about this thing that's going to be coming. Don't know what it is, but it apparently is a very frightening thing. So that's, I guess, for later on. Then at the end of the episode, they say goodbye to you, and she says, you know, she's better off now. She made her closure with the guy, and realized now that it wasn't him that caused her father's death. So that was basically the story. Because this is a really sad scene where Tora's fighting the Fusuma, and he attacked him, I guess, in his stomach area, and all this shit came out of his stomach. And one of the things that came out was a picture of the girl, from that her father had. So that's basically what happens. End of episode. So this was like episode 8, and this is how it's going to go down, I think, until, at least until Ushio sees his mother. That's what I think. They're going to go from episode to episode to episode to episode, finding Youkai, going on this path, trying to find his mother, and trying to find the answers that he seeks about her, about what's going on, and everything else in between. So, but overall, rating-wise, I give this a 4.5 out of 5. Thought the action was pretty awesome. I mean, come on, you find a Youkai on a plane. That's. I don't want to make a quote from Samuel Jackson. Snakes, get this motherfucking Youkai off this. Hey, I try. But pretty good episode, 4.5 out of 5. Oh, by the way, listen, people, maybe someone could explain this to me. I want to know, how many people are watching Charlotte? Or, no, how many people are invested in Charlotte? Well, if the people who are sub to me, or anyone who watches any of the videos, if you like Charlotte, you probably don't want to see my Charlotte review. Because it will be a rant. Yes, a rant. As far as I'm concerned, Charlotte, if it wasn't for one character, it would have been a good anime. I truly believe that. It would be a good anime. But because of one character, it's a piece of shit. That's the way I look at it. Later on when I finish the anime, you will get the full gist of what I'm getting at. But anyway, Ballcon922, see you guys later. Tora was really funny in this episode. Going on an airplane. And I love fucking Tora and Ushio. They're just, oh man, they're so fucking awesome. They're just so fucking awesome. You guys don't know. I'll see you guys later. Peace.